back three. I like the wing backs. I like them as wing backs. So I've gone with that.
And we are live. We are live. All live, people. We are live. Back again for another Watchalong. Where's my phone? That is the controller. People telling me been going for half a century.
Sterling in there, Conor Gallagher in the midfield. There's so much options, but I think the original team's just very well balanced. The only person I think would be in the Champions League final, as Palaqueta, who experienced, but playing next to Thiago would be very difficult because of the age.
How is Mendy suddenly not in goal for Chelsea for anyone?
Yeah, Mendy would be my keeper.
Would he?
Yeah. As a centre half,
Cause you know
who is going to
smart. That's why.
make the big saves at the big times, and I think he's proved in over time he's been at Chelsea that he's very capable of doing that. So he would be my keeper. I'd change him for Kepa, and I think that I agree with Glenn. It would very much depend on who the opponents are, but I think if I needed to stretch the game, Aubameyang would be my striker of choice. Stretch the game and then allow these guys that little space in their little holes to go and create damage.
None of us have gone for Jorginho, which is interesting. He's been a mainstay for all the last.
He'd have a moan up as well, I'm sure, at some point.
And Loftus-Cheek's, Graham's been giving Loftus-Cheek a chance in that deeper position. I would, if you had injuries, I think he does a great job here out there. Loftus-Cheek as a wing back sometimes, so he would be my next port of call. If
you like him
and then go
like
there. You're talking of him there as the right centre back.
He could play there as well.
Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah.
Going there. Is that what you're saying?
I was saying if he's injured, but at the end of the day, that don't look too bad to me at all. He played right back at the weekend in the second half when they were going for it. Pushed on right back.
Yeah.
He was excellent. He was excellent.
I mean, how important is this man? Kante. He's the main man.
No.
I think if we look at the goals that Chelsea conceded as well, there's been a type of this. First of all, it's been an A1 from Potter. First of all, we lost the first game. They're almost the opposite problem Chelsea have to Tottenham. When they throw bodies forward, so this is on the turnovers. I feel like
welcome to the live stream.
This is the sort
Chelsea versus Zagreb.
When they lose
Have you seen the lineup?
They end up getting dragged out of positions in here. Like again, that position there in the midfield, he operates that so well, Kante. So what happens when you play that expansive football at Chelsea? They've got to get better on the turnovers of getting back into shape, then, haven't they? And getting back into position, and they get cut open. It makes one mistake like this, and all of a sudden they're out, and they're going to have to deal with that under Potter because of the way he plays. But they've been getting just a little.
I think also, Joe, I think Kante, I think his importance to this team is even greater if, like in this game against Brighton, where you play your two wing backs who are wingers.
Yeah.
You play Sterling and you play Pulisic in this game as two wing backs. I get that if you're going to have a lot of possession, as Glenn mentioned in the game in midweek last week. If Kante's in there, he has the legs and the nous to be able to have the defensive cover.
Yeah, there's your two wing backs there. And we look at this goal. this is a turnover. Brighton at the weekend. I'm just watching because I think this is interesting. They're getting back in, but it's a little bit laboured. They'd like it to be a little bit different. And they also, all of a sudden, Glenn, they go back into let's play on a bit. Yeah, they go back into a back four, don't they? Then this position. You look at his body shape, Reed, there, and how far away he is.
He has no awareness because he's a winger. He's not used to being here. He's used to operating in these areas. He's used to being out here.
Yeah,
so the one that protects a fullback.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got no idea right now of this player's willingness and desire to get into that area and where that ball's going to go. He's actually thinking the ball's going there. No, and in the end, obviously, I'll let you play it on there.
Yeah, and
goes inside him.
And look, the other side as well. He doesn't. He's at no fault for the goal, Reed. But there's Sterling there. A left wing back would naturally be in that position. So there is improvement. It doesn't come from it, but there is improvements that Chelsea can build on, and it has been a good start. But there is, you want to get out of the habit of conceding these turnovers.
Interesting stuff. We stumbled across some sort of management dream team.
I think you got it wrong. I'm not number 2 or number 3. I'll be the fitness coach.
Would you?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll get them to it.
Leading by example, judging by your Instagram. So there you go. We see the teams. Sadly so. We see the teams that the guys have picked. But what about the team for this evening? Well, the man who matters, Graham Potter, of course, has gone with this as his starting 11 for tonight. As Chelsea look to seek revenge for what happened 8 weeks ago.
So playing on 4-1-1. Think so. But the lineups today: Kepa in goal, my bad. Mendy in goal, Kepa's injured. Right back, as it says on the lineup, Aspilicueta. Centre backs, Trevor Chalobah and Koulibaly. Left back is Ben Chilwell. Left mid is Raheem Sterling. Right mid is Mason Mount. Centre midfielders, Jorginho and Zakaria. And centre forward, Kai Havertz. Up top, Aubameyang.
I need you, baby. Yeah. Here we go, boys.
Christmas isn't just one day, it's lots of days. It's early Christmas. Right Christmas. Birthday Christmas. And then sadly it's done.
Don't worry, on. There's always Boxing Day Christmas.
Gifts for all your Christmases at Merry. Choose pay now, pay later, or pay over 3 months and pay no interest.
How do you start an iconic movement? Well, every archer will probably have a different answer to that. But this is about the icon of a new movement. Welcome to Forwardism, the new all-electric BMW i7.
This is perfect with a storyline leading up to everything.
Alex Pereira knocked out Israel Adesanya with one punch. This man is a monster.
Destiny awaits.
This is extra.
I said I'm done like that. He's a GOAT. He's the greatest of all time.
This program is brought to you by FedEx. UEFA Champions League, official sponsor.
Welcome back. We are racing towards kickoff at Stamford Bridge. Here are the team news headlines for you. Edouard Mendy makes his first start tonight under Graham Potter. Dennis Zakaria also makes his Chelsea debut this evening, the first time that he's played for them since joining on loan from Juventus. Raheem Sterling is back in a more familiar role this evening and leading the line. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang as Chelsea look to finish the group stages on a high with a win. Let's hear from Graham Potter.
Graham, it's job done for Chelsea as group winners, so what's the aim out there tonight?
To play well and win. That's what we're trying to do. Need to be positive, try to finish the group off in a positive way and play well.
With Zagreb still looking to qualify for a Europa League spot, how tough are you expecting the game to be?
A very tough game. Like you say, they're motivated to get the points and to go through, or to certainly, keep their European campaign alive. So we know that, but we have to play well ourselves. We have to do well. We're motivated as well. We want to finish the group off in a positive way, and that's our motivation tonight.
7 changes from the defeat at the weekend against Brighton in the Premier League. Do you see this as an opportunity to experiment with the formation and players in the squad, even though you want to go out there and win the match? It isn't a must-win for Chelsea tonight. Do you see that as the opportunity?
No, the opportunity is to, as I said, to play well and to try to win the game. That's what we want to do. We've picked a team that we think can do that. We've picked a team that's strong, that's experienced, that's got some new players in there as well. So a bit of a mixture, but essentially to try to play well and win.
Is it a back four with Azpilicueta on the right tonight?
Yeah.
And you mentioned the new players as well. A Chelsea debut for Zakaria in the midfield. Many people won't have seen him play. What can we expect to see from him?
Well, he's a big, powerful boy that can break up attacks and also join the attacks himself. So he's been working hard behind the scenes.
So we are playing a back four tonight.
See him play tonight. Hopefully he'll do well and give us competition there.
I imagine it's important to get the momentum back on track after the defeat at the weekend. What's the message been to the players since then?
Yeah, it's about analysing the game, being responsible, and then go forward and prepare for this one. That's the life.
The match kicks off in 10 minutes. 10
you have some
minutes.
setbacks on the way, and you have to pick yourself up and go again, and that's what we're trying to do tonight.
Thanks, Graham.
Thank you.
Well, look, because of the situation, it's one of those nights where it's more about performance than it is about results. So let's talk about Dennis Zakaria. What do we want to see from him on his Chelsea day?
We want to see a good game. Hopefully he can get more chances in this team.
You're going to need a presence in there, a physical presence, break up the play, especially if Graham Potter wants to continue playing your Pulisic. If you're Sterling in one of these wing-back positions, you need legs in there. It's a great opportunity for him tonight.
His name's been bandied about for a few years now as a talent, as somebody to come to a bigger club in Europe. He went to Juventus, was there, and obviously now he was recruited by Chelsea. I think this is a wonderful opportunity for him because Kante can't stay fit. As great a player as Kante is, and the job that he does when he's there, he's not there often enough. So there is an opportunity in there. Conor Gallagher has had opportunities, Ruben Loftus-Cheek's had opportunities, but this is a real chance for him now, and I think he's got to see it like that and try and take it with both hands.
And Raheem Sterling back in a more familiar position tonight. World Cup around the corner. He's looking for a bit of form.
I think he's going to be more comfortable in that position. He's going to play. I think he'll do the wing-back job when they're in possession of the ball, but I think they were both found out a little bit at the weekend. So he'll look to get on that. He just needs to improve. I've got to be honest. He's not really putting out the trees for me at the moment. There's more to come in a Chelsea shirt, that's for sure.
All right. Thank you very much, gents. We now have 15 teams into the knockout stages because another team has joined the people who are into the knockout stages after Christmas, and that team, as you can see from this, is Leipzig. 4-0 win tonight. This is the goal from Nkunku. Decent goal. The celebration was even better. They beat Shakhtar 4-0 this evening. Shakhtar make it through to the Europa League, but it's Leipzig It will be into the knockout stages. Good news
Our
for
team
them
are
tonight. Elsewhere
conquering
this evening,
really.
Celtic beaten 5-1 by Real Madrid. It's been such a difficult time for Scottish clubs in the group stages this season. Right, almost time to get underway at Stamford Bridge as Chelsea close out a group stage that saw them start with a defeat against Dinamo Zagreb that cost Thomas Tuchel his job. Well, they ended against the same side with top spot already secured. So what will tonight bring us? You'll find out after the break.
This program is brought to you by PlayStation, UEFA Champions League, official sponsor.
The world of sport is a fickle, ever-changing beast. But you'll be ready to watch, glean, adapt, and prepare. But don't just take my word for it. Download the app and see for yourself why Bet365 is the world's favourite online betting brand. And please, gamble responsibly.
My friends like photobombing a lot. They just like to just bring their heads in, their fingers there. One of my friends had some chips, random. Why have you put chips in my photo, bro? I literally clicked the magic eraser function and it took it out. Vanished, gone. I didn't even have to circle it out. Read my mind. My name's Mike, and I have a Google Pixel.
With the biggest range of cars to buy entirely online, it's no wonder everyone's cinching it. Holly cinched it. The Pollitt family cinched it. I cinched it. Even my mum cinched a quality motor.
You know you're everywhere.
This guy cinched it. You'll go nowhere, son. Yeah, but no unexpected charges. With so many great reasons to buy it. The nation aren't just naming it, they're cinching it.
Now I love a good chicken burger.
Oi, fire! Tick, tick.
That's how you know it's good. You enjoying that, yeah?
Another Watchalong, Chelsea versus Dinamo Zagreb now.
Arrived at McDonald's, the new McCrispy with 100% chicken breast filling. It's chicken for chicken lovers.
I what I have, I don't want pain, I don't want pity. I'm sorry if I left me sparkle and it's back on. Why not see things from a different angle? Your life is a shanty, comes out. Nice, but too many wheels. Hello, darlings, Aunt Helga. Futuristic scooters, old school website. We were going to relax. Web upgrades, I own it. Better design, e-commerce, high performance. Now you're fit for the future. Easy peasy. I screwed off now. Your digital partner, Ionos.
Look at James crushing questions. This Samsung's got vibrant colours and anti-glare, so I can watch the footy even if it's bright. Let me check, he says. Sun, sand, football, you know the score. Because like all Curry's experts, James leaves no question unanswered. So he knows when he says, it's a winner, reduces glare from any angle. And he knows there's a 1 in 20 chance of winning your money back at Curry's.
Gum problems can cause more problems, like bad breath and sensitive teeth. New Corsican Gum Plus is scientifically proven to target gum problems to help protect your whole mouth.
No, facts,
Gum
bro.
Plus breath and sensitivity.
I'll be wrong. He should have started. He should have started. But clearly, what's his name? Graham Potter, he feels that Aubameyang needs to get more game time. Clearly, because we have Arsenal, but we have the next big 3 games. We got Arsenal, then City, and then Newcastle. Are we expecting them to play all of these matches? I don't see why you wouldn't start Brozier in this match. I'd be wrong. There's no need to play Aubameyang in that. Be wrong, man. True say we have a weak bench, because on the bench we have Pulisic, Cucurella, Thiago Silva, Conor Gallagher, Brozier, Bettinelli, Hakim Ziyech, and Loftus-Cheek. That's who we got. So, we have a short bench, right? 2, 4, 6, 8 players. We can make 5 subs. Oh my days. Honestly, Hakim Ziyech should have started. Brozier should have started. Pulisic could have started. Seriously. But it is what it is, fam. The teams are due to come out. We are playing I believe it's a 4-4-1-1 or 4-2-3-1, one of the two. But come on, Chelsea.
In action at the bridge. Let's get straight to it. Lucy Ward and Darren Fletcher for the final game in the group. All yours.
Thank you, Jake. Hello again, everybody. So the Chelsea players are all set, and they're joined down there by the Dinamo Zagreb players as well, and they're going to emerge into a filthy West London night. Heavy rain here.
Come on, Chelsea.
As the referee from France picks up the ball, and Cesar Azpilicueta leads out Chelsea. They lost on match day 1 in Zagreb. I think we all suspected tonight might have carried a bit more jeopardy than it does, but they've won the group. They're safely into the last 16, and they can relax in this one. Zagreb, though, can still play European football after Christmas. They've got to win here tonight and hope Milan beat Salzburg, which they need to do to guarantee qualification for themselves in the San Siro tonight. So there's plenty on it for them. There's 6 games in 8 weeks, climaxes tonight with the final game of the Champions League group stage here at Stamford Bridge.
Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Let me know, who do you guys think? Do you think Brozier should have started today? Let me know in the comments.
Most of the noise in here at the moment is coming from the supporters of Dinamo Zagreb. So the group is done and dusted, so Graham Potter can take a look at a few things tonight and take Arsenal into account on Sunday. 7 changes with Chalobah, Sterling, Mount and Havertz remaining from the weekend. Koulibaly's back from injury. Mendy has a chance to impress in goal. Ben Chilwell gets in some minutes before the World Cup. And there's even a debut for Dennis Zakaria. The one slight surprise is that Aubameyang starts and not Armando Broja. And confirmation from the manager that it is a back 4 for Chelsea. There's the referee, Francois Letessier. And he's from France. And he's got Jerome Brissard as the VAR. And he's waiting for the captains, Azpilicueta back in the Chelsea team, and he's the captain, of course, and Ariane Ademi as the pennant and the armband for Zagreb. Dinamo Zagreb have been relatively settled throughout the group. They picked the team tonight that started against Milan on match day 5. 9 of the 11 have played in every group game so far, and the vast majority of those have started all of them. Petkovic and Orsic have 21 goals between them. Maharami and Ristovski of the two players who don't have the present status in the group. And there are 7 full
So if Conor
Croatian
Gallagher
internationals
or
in the
Mason Mount
starting
gets
11.
booked tonight, they'll miss the next round. The first leg of the next round.
Zacharias making his debut tonight for Chelsea.
How is
He's been one
Zakaria?
new substitute in 9 of the last 11 matches, but he's out there tonight in central midfield. And there's the man who scored the only goal on match day 1 in Zagreb, Mislav Orsic, and his partnership with Bruno Petkovic caused Chelsea problems on opening night. Chelsea only had 1 point after 2 games in Group E, but it started to come together in Milan. They reeled off 3 straight wins to make sure of top spot. And
The match has started. Come on, Chelsea.
Elsewhere in the group tonight, Milan are through with a draw in the San Siro against Salzburg. So, Lucy, plenty to keep an eye on, and a lot to keep an eye on here with the team that Graham Potter's selected.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he can prioritise Arsenal at the weekend. I think the big surprise for me is that the bench is so small, and he has a chance to put the younger players on, and how good the younger players are at Chelsea. And yes, he's got a lot of injuries, but I think surprising is this formation choice. We know he likes to change formation, we know he likes to change it within games, but interested to see this. It's a little bit like that 4-2-2-2, maybe a little bit narrow, but we'll see.
Objective number 1, accomplish the place in the last 16 of the Champions League. Big night for Mendy, who's had to sit watch Kepa Arrizabalaga stake his claim to be number 1. He's back in there tonight. Slight injury as well for Kepa, so he's not involved. Zakaria showing his strength in Chelsea, awarded the free kick.
Yeah, big chance for Zakaria. Hasn't made any minutes yet this season. Interesting for him because it's a chance for him in that central midfield area. Athletic, good without the ball, can get up and support attack as well.
He could actually be in Zagreb tonight with the noise. He was very hostile there on match day 1, and the supporters at the moment making themselves heard. Whereas Kalidou Koulibaly is back in the team after injury, alongside Trevor Chalobah tonight. Thiago Silva on the bench, Azpilicueta out there as a right back. Chilwell. Certainly a different feel about Chelsea tonight than the one that started in Zagreb. Thomas Tuchel cut a forlorn figure that night in what turned out to be his final game as the Chelsea manager. Graham Potter's done a fantastic job to navigate them through this group.
Zagreb did well on match day 1. They defended well and they made sure they countered with pace. That's how they scored the goal.
He's a player to keep an eye on tonight, Dino Peric, who's been a real bright spot for them in the group stage. And when you kind of look at players who are on the radar of bigger clubs, he's apparently one of them. There's the coach, Ante Čačić, the oldest coach in this season's group stage at 69. He came in April, took 13 points from 15 to win the title and to get them into the Champions League qualifiers. So he did what he had to do when he first came in.
Yeah, they started the season well, Dinamo Zagreb, and then not had a very good October, lots of games. Still going to be pleased with some of the performances in the group stage.
The team play as well as the fans are doing tonight, it could be quite a test for Chelsea. Here's the Iranian Moharami.
Well, my bro.
Right hand side, he's going to be up against England in the World Cup.
My brother Mohammed. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Josip Sutalo, Stefan Ristovski, and Dino
Saying, what do you think of the lineup?
Internationals and one representing North Macedonia. Here's Jorginho.
Zagreb will stay in that defensive shape, out of possession, so it just allows Chelsea just pass the ball about. I think the last few games have not particularly started particularly fast, so thrown into the game. I think that Brighton result was a performance that was coming. Got away with them in the league with Villa and at Brentford.
Koulibaly back in. I think there's 3 matches Here's Mason Mount. Never scored a goal in the group stage of the Champions League, which is one of those bizarre statistics. He was so influential the year they won the Champions League in the knockout stages.
Well, what's your thoughts on the lineup?
Intercepted by Maharami. Dinamo Zagreb. That's a foul by Aubameyang.
You said before the game, Darren, that you were surprised that Broya wasn't starting. Aubameyang was starting. Perhaps an ideal game for the young player to start, but Graham Potter's got a squad that he needs to organise and make sure they get enough minutes.
Zagreb have it on that side with Davey, the captain. So Sutalo, who's in the middle of the back three, Peric on the left, and Ristovski on the right. Kovarami. Bruno Petkovic. That's the foul.
Chelsea needed making sure that nipping at the ankles, maybe not giving fouls away, but they have to impress opening minutes.
Zagreb won in London last year. They beat
All my people there, make sure to like and comment in the video.
Chelsea haven't lost.
Also subscribe to the channel.
Team in the group stage twice since 2013 when Basel did the double over them. So Davey and now Isic. Ristovski forward here on the right side centre-back position. It's an interesting tournament. It's the real chance for Dinamo Zagreb and Petkovic.
Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days, man.
Extra player to the far post, but Chelsea couldn't deal with it. It was Osic on match day 1.
Oh my days.
Petkovic on match day 6. Chelsea 0. Dinamo Zagreb 1.
Jolting.
Yeah, and as far as Chelsea are concerned, that ball went into the box far too easy, into the back of the net. Probably the first time Dinamo Zagreb have got themselves forward, not stopping the ball into the box. And I think it was a Chelsea player that it hit. Yeah, as for the Quetta, it came off, and the first to react to that was Petkovic.
It's a joke, man.
As far as Chelsea are concerned,
it's a joke.
Petkovic. They've got 2 players, and they've both now got 11 goals this season. That is the 11th for Petkovic.
This is the reason why we should have made a lot of changes. Because you see, anyhow we lose this game. See, if we lose this game, it's long, fam. Should have started other players, man. Honestly.
Too easy. Dinamo Zagreb to win the ball back, get forward. Just caught Koulibaly, and that's a little bit of a concern. He's just come back from injury. Obviously, Graham Potter wants him some minutes before the weekend. He definitely won't want to lose him, and he looks in some discomfort. I've been really unlucky with defensive injuries, Chelsea.
It's the left leg that's being looked at here by the Chelsea medical staff.
This is a joke. Koulibaly's now gone down injured with some pain. He could come off. This is some jokes.
He's on the bench as well.
What way to start?
That is something they chose to do. It was his knockdown, wasn't it? The Chelsea captain that led to the Petkovic goal.
Yeah, Chelsea didn't defend the second phase of that attack, but I still would look at the ball into the box. It's too easy. And again, his team.
So Koulibaly on his way to the touchline, breaking into a jog, which is a good sign, I suppose. Dinamo Zagreb are clear at the top in Croatia, so they bring that kind of confidence with them tonight. They're a dominant team in their own country, although they did suffer their first domestic defeat of the season at the weekend. And as Lucy mentioned earlier, their general form has just dipped a little bit in recent weeks, and it is their first ever game tonight here.
I really don't understand why we have to play a strong team. Why do we have to play a strong team?
To win here, for Chelsea, obviously, in terms of progression, it's a meaningless game. However, in terms of the performance of the next 3 games before the World Cup, it's important that they don't lose another game.
That's very Sakaria. And Chilwell trying to burst forward. Intercepted there by Sutalo.
That's where the space is for the full-backs, because Dinamo Zagreb will defend central areas and force the ball out wide, so that's where the width from Chelsea has to come from in this formation.
Header won by Koulibaly, and by Ben Chilwell. The odds are heavily stacked against Zagreb tonight. History tells you how hard it's going to be for them. They haven't won any of their last 20 away games in the Champions League. Their only away win in the competition was 24 years ago. And they haven't kept a clean sheet in a Champions League game outside of Croatia since 1999. I mean, when you put that all together, if they were to win at Stamford Bridge tonight, you're talking about, from their standpoint, an historic night in every sense of the word. So this group of players have a real incentive to now see through what they've started.
Absolutely, they do. And the problem with Chelsea is that they probably won't commit unless it's on the counter now. They've got the goal, they're quite happy, I would suspect, for Chelsea to have the possession. That's it. After to try to get something on it, and then that second phase, you've got to think as a defender, what if that ball comes back over? Who am I marking? First to react. He's certainly happy with that.
There's Misic, Josip Sutalo, and now Dino Teric. Ljubicic, who was outstanding on match day one, is out there on the left-hand side as a wing-back. Tester there for Chilwell. It was well taken then, under pressure by Petkovic. What we did learn on match day one is that Petkovic has size, but he's technically very efficient as well.
He looks after the ball as it comes into his feet or his head, and they're really well drilled. Dinamo Zagreb. Petkovic has got them in a certain way. They all know their own roles. They know the shape very, very well, and they can defend and counter or push players forward, and we've seen that in this bit of the game in the first match day one.
It's always an opportunity for players like him as well to get themselves on the radar of some of the bigger clubs around Europe as well. Chalabar involved over there, starting his 8th successive game in defence for Chelsea. Here's Jorginho. Slightly too far ahead of Mason Mount.
Chelsea about the pace that they move the ball with.
Oh dear.
Zagreb get set into that 5-4-1 there. Trying to get balls through like that would be very, very difficult.
I think it's pretty clear that the Zagreb supporters will sing all night. I just wonder if they're going to sing the same song all night. They changed it yet.
It sounds like it.
The drum beat changes slightly, but the words tend to stay the same. Chalaba. Aspilicueta. Kalidou Koulibaly. There's no Kovacic tonight, no Kepa Arrizabalaga. Longer term absentees as well. Missing, like N'Golo Kante. Especially the ball there by Mount, had Sterling been able to turn a fraction quicker.
We like that. Graham Potter likes that ball in the inside channel, whether it's a run from deep, whether it's a full back coming inside. But Sterling there Just couldn't quite find his balance.
Play forward for Orsic to try and run onto. Koulibaly was quickly across. Chelsea again haven't really been able to exert any control of the match.
I like to build, but mixing it up. I just saw Mason Mount make an early run there that had been seen a bit more of a direct ball. Just causes different problems for Zagreb.
Zakaria to Jorginho, now Havertz.
That was a good ball. We're lucky that was a good ball.
Managed to get on the end of the cross as well, Raheem Sterling, but I think the lesson is there for Chelsea. They've got to get more men forward.
Yeah, that cross from that position
That was a
had
hard
to be
ball,
perfect. It was, but you say, Darren, they have to get bodies in the box because, Zagreb have the bodies in there to defend well.
It's interesting, Lucy, because Aubameyang and Sterling are playing quite wide, aren't they? It's almost as if they're expecting Havertz to go and be a little bit of a false nine and make those runs into the penalty area to join in.
That would make the more sense because he's a central player. He doesn't have the speed as the others.
Not quite got it in those positions yet.
Captain Davies won it back here.
Bro, it doesn't matter what happens in the other games. You see, we're free, but why are they losing? They're losing. Why are they losing right now?
Mateo Kovacic in the cap. Kept a Arrizabalaga alongside him. Two spectators for Chelsea tonight.
Really hope in 60 minutes or so, Chelsea have just given Zagreb a chance to settle in possession and not jump to press well.
Aubameyang trying to get in the back heel. Might work for Sterling here.
Come on! Come on! Raheem, come on, bro. Come on.
Chelsea get the equaliser, and Raheem Sterling was
Let's go.
patient and steer the ball into the bottom corner.
Let's go.
It's Chelsea on Dinamo Zagreb.
That's what we need. Come on.
A few times he's got into good positions now. Raheem Sterling, it's all about the clever work from Aubameyang. Like you said before, he was making moves in different areas. Looks like a front three. Havertz had dropped. Actually,
Good goal.
Jorginho gets the ball. They've not often done that.
I've got live doing that back heel kind of Sterling. I've got live.
And then the cleverness
I've
of
got
Sterling on the
live.
ball. Didn't lose his cool. Slotted
Take
it
that
into
door.
the back.
Come on.
Terrific move from Chelsea, and that's more like it for this crowd to see.
But we got lucky though. I don't see how that defender didn't get that ball.
Looked completely natural to him, and he saw his celebration afterwards. I think that's the first time Zagreb have done well to keep Jorginho the ball.
Right, Havertz moving forward. Mason Mount.
Come on. Oh, better touch, bro. A better touch.
Tells you that he's as frustrated as anybody.
A little bit more settled now. Was it?
Honestly, man, a better touch than
A
that.
lot more confident.
Well, the run since 1999 without a clean sheet in the Champions League away from home is going to continue anyway for Zagreb.
Honestly, man.
Chelsea playing much better.
Well, come on.
Audacious little flick on there by.
But we know we could be doing this against this team, though. That's the thing. We know we can do this. We need to do it against the big teams in the Premier League, fam.
Dinamo Zagreb had managed to stop the passing line into him. As soon as he does, the last few minutes, twice, one led to a goal, one nearly led to a chance.
It's a double whammy, really, for Zagreb. They've conceded. Remember, they've got to win here tonight. They also need Milan to lose, and Milan have got one up against Salzburg in the San Siro. So, looks like Zagreb's run in Europe this season is going to be coming to an end tonight unless there's real drama. Let's have a look at the Chelsea goal again and just how patient Raheem Sterling was.
Yeah, it just shows composure. He knows exactly what he has to do, get a little bit of space and then guide it in. Not really with much power, but he knew that if he got it in the corner, the keeper would have absolutely no chance. I think that reaction shows you a little bit of frustration.
has been an issue for Chelsea. Goals.
Now we forget.
3 goals in a game twice this season, no more than that amount in a single match. Sterling's got 5, Havertz 4. They're the top scorers for them. Clean away there for Chelsea by Zakari. When you think the whole Chelsea squad has combined for now 26 goals in all competitions this season, which is only 4 more than Erling Haaland has on his own. These aren't the kind of comparisons at the moment. Mason Mount's got 1 in his last 9. Aubameyang hasn't scored in 5. So, sure, Graham Potter hopes it's the kind of night where they can click and really get their mojo back moving towards Arsenal at the weekend.
I don't see how they can say 1 in 5.
Formations, they do switch it within games, different formations, about working the ball in front of goal, and how do they do that? Dinamo Zagreb allowed and tried to channel the ball wide at the start of this game. It's always difficult.
Bruno taking it to the target. Trevor Chalobah was across there. Jorginho's header. Mason Mount just had his ankles tapped by Misic, and he's going to get the first yellow card tonight. Josip Misic.
Mount was on his way there. But then managed to win the free kick. Good position for Chelsea.
Space here for Jorginho. Let's try the back here. It's hooked in then to the Zagreb box. Chilwell's going to see the ball out for Chelsea throwing. That's a goal kick. Chelsea's 8-game unbeaten run was ended emphatically at Brighton the weekend, but tonight offers the perfect opportunity to bounce straight back. They've now navigated the group stage for the 18th time in 19 tries. And there's a team that's played in 3 finals in the last 15 seasons and won it twice. Got a prominent seat in European football's top table, Chelsea. It's a
good challenge. Good challenge, I feel.
Can't keep the ball.
Well done. Since I say Jorginho, you know, people don't rate this guy. They don't rate him enough anyway.
That's for the Quetta. Obviously, Kai Havertz. Into Sterling, Jorginho, Havertz had carried on running and made a really good run.
Zakaria, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
It made 7 changes and come up with this team.
Absolutely. Talking about a big squad to keep happy.
A better ball than that, J5. Come on, man.
A lot of them are internationals, big hitters, and it's about getting the game time and making sure you put out a team that gets a result each game. Quite as easy as it sounds.
One thing they have just got to keep an eye on tonight, Mason Mount of the starters tonight is the only one that's booking away from missing the first leg of the last 16.
Yes, that's starting right now. Gallagher comes if he comes over.
Teammate Raheem Sterling. That's a corner.
Good play. Mount just working with Sterling's allowed to cheat. He's allowed to sort of stay up. So on regains, Chelsea look to exploit that space between the centre back and the wing back on that side with Sterling's pace.
Trevor Chalobah has gone in there, joined by Kalidou Koulibaly, Kai Havertz. passed on. It's Koulibaly who was jumping there for Chelsea. A little bit too much height on the header.
It's good to see him after that earlier scare with his knee. Looks like he's running smoothing out. And they've got some big guys in there, Chelsea, for these set pieces. But you said earlier, Dinamo Zagreb have got quite a big team as well. Interesting on set pieces both ways.
Comes on by Petkovic, and then held back to Mendy by Chalobah. And it's Zakaria. Aspilicueta.
Interesting when Chelsea do have it, it's like a box in midfield, two centre midfielders, and then Mount and Havertz in front of them trying to outnumber. Zagreb have got the players centrally.
This is Ljubicic, the left wing back, winning his side to throw it.
Appreciate the people joining live. We're coming, man.
So Ivan Usets, the number 7, supported by Moharami.
Well done, J5.
Krasnovsky losing out there to Jorginho.
J5. Ref, come on, man.
It's one of the few players, Jorginho, in the Chelsea group who's going to get a bit of time off during the World Cup with Italy not there. It's the foul. I think there's going to be at least 15 from the Chelsea squad in Qatar, from the various countries.
And the rest of them have let him know as well. He's not where they are.
I'm confused by what you mean, my bro.
Defended over there by
Mate. Yeah, Salzburg win, they'll go through. Yeah, because Ace Milan, there's only like 1 point separating the two, innit? So whoever wins out of that game, yeah, they go through.
Have a set formation.
Wow, they're losing right now.
Fluidity and how they move depending on where the ball is, who has the ball, what areas of the pitch as well. And it's difficult to instill that in a team in mid-season, and he's been working on that and actually getting results.
No, Milan are winning. Love that. Yes. I need AC Milan to win, not because I don't like Salzburg or AC. Okay, my bad. Now AC Milan are gonna qualify. They will qualify. Oh my days! We should have scored. We should have scored. What was I gonna say?
Right-hand side as well.
No, you see, AC Milan, they're gonna win. I need them to win as well, because I got a player from them in my Ultimate team, so I need his card to go up. I need his card to go up still for Ultimate team. No cap for me still. I just clocked if we win this game, Aubameyang's road to knockouts card goes to 91. That's hard.
Intercepted by Trevor Chalobah. There's Koulibaly. Jorginho. Now gets on the end of Sterling's ball and pulls it back towards Havertz.
Come on! That's how you mark your debut. That's how you mark your debut. You should have still. Come on! That's how we take the lead. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. That's how you do it on your debut. That's how you do it. No, Sterling should have definitely done better, bro. But you're gonna see the goal soon. Come on. Yeah, we got a bit of life, but it was on target, so we take it. Good goal, and it's a good performance from him so far. I'll be real. That one's stopping. No one's stopping that from going on.
But he looks like he's got it in him to do both, protect his back four, back five, and get up there and score goals. Honestly, it's that.
It's his first goal in Europe as well tonight, Dennis Sakaris, especially in many ways. That's a lovely goal. Sterling been able to gather it. What a great deal that the pair of them could do to avoid each other there. Dominic Livakovic and Raheem Sterling.
Sterling was excellent along that front line, but
that's how we do it. And Sevilla beating Man City. I wonder what team they're playing. It's not a strong team. They're young G's. That's how we should have done it, fam. But come on, Chelsea, we take it.
Nice layout by Petkovic. Aubameyang winning it back again from Belharami.
He's been playing well, Zachary. Let me know the front story. But I've been wanting him to play. I need to see what he can do for me. I've heard good things about him.
It's out to Sterling. Jorginho. Jorginho threads one through to Sterling. Lubicic defending it. It's going to press the volley back with his hand.
If we can score just one more goal, then we can make some subs at half time.
Inside channel, whether it's Sterling or it's Aspilicueta who gets it off the line.
They're overloading that side, aren't they? Quite well. They've got Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling, and of course Aspilicueta in there as well. They're not doing quite so much of that down the other side. Seems to be the area they're concentrating on at the moment, Chelsea.
Yeah, Lubicic, who's playing left wing back, Dinamo Zagreb is at centre back, so I think they're just trying to exploit that the area behind him.
There's the captain, Ademi, Petkovic, well spotted by Chilwell. Belharami. Here's Misic. Lubicic. Now Lubicic. Away by Jorginho. Probably turned by Mount. He was expecting a free kick which didn't come. Orsic wins the chase.
Yeah, that's a good score. Don't. Good defending. Good defending.
And then pumped away by Chalobah.
Come on, Chelsea.
It did actually look like a foul on Mount. So he's complaining to the referee. Lovely little touch to get past.
Come on, Chelsea. Oh, no. What was you doing there? That's not even fun.
10 minutes to go in the first half. The first half where Chelsea found themselves behind. The only attack of significance that Zagreb have put together, the goals from Raheem Sterling and Dennis Zakaria, has them ahead.
Come on, the pressure on you.
Two forwards, Orsic and Petkovic will work really, really hard to try and press high if they can and counter when they can as well.
That's what I'm saying. You see, for someone like Mendy, If he can just improve his distribution, he'll be so hard. It'll be so hard. That's all he needs to do.
Space here for Havertz.
It's never too late to learn how to get better at something.
Sterling runs at Lubacic, who wins his tackle. Foul by Sterling.
36 minutes played, 10 minutes remaining until it's the end of the first half. I don't expect there to be any or a lot of injury time anyway. Obviously, that little stoppage from Koulibaly, we'll probably see at least 2 minutes.
All 4 English teams through. Maximum points for Bayern Munich. 20 goals for Napoli. Seen Atletico Madrid, Juventus and Barcelona go out. It's been fascinating. Great game in the Velodrome last night between Marseille and Tottenham. Last 16 starts on Valentine's night, February the 14th. The group winners with the second leg of the last 16 at home, so Chelsea, one of those teams. Sakaria. Chalaba. That's the equator. It's nicely done by Petkovic. Accelerated though from Koulibaly just to make sure that he got there for Chelsea. Excellent take by Kai Havertz. Wonderful first touch. It's a foul by Chilwell.
Given a lot of freedom, Havertz to just move about just in front of the defence and just pick up all space, and I think he's done that quite well. I think he's enjoying that.
First goal in the Champions League for Kai Havertz came in the final in Porto against Manchester City. He has scored 4 goals in 12 Champions League matches since then. Misic.
Oh, this needs to do better, man.
The player chasing over there.
Hey, Koulibaly, bro. Man needs to relax.
The ball was there to be won. Koulibaly didn't need to make that challenge, but was just trying to win it and start an attack for Chelsea.
He needs to make the challenge.
Chelsea quite comfortable defensively because the 2 forward players for Dinamo Zagreb have just become a little bit separate from the rest of the team.
I just think that's one of those, Lucy, that the way the rules are today, even if you do get the ball, you're still likely to give away the free kick there. It seems a little bit
Could have already got booked again.
Even trying to make that tackle these days,
Yeah.
so often you're going to get pulled up, and more often than not, you're going to get a yellow card for it.
Particularly if you go completely through the player afterwards.
Just keep an eye on Aubameyang. He's just been favouring his back a little bit. Graham Potter sends on Mando Broja out there. Maybe just precautionary for now. There's Broja. 5 minutes to go in the first half. The first half that's been as we expected it to be.
No, it's good that he's back in the squad. Obviously, Kepa's injured. But we need, Mendy just needs to play well. Because then he can get back to being our number 1. Kepa is not better than Mendy in my opinion. So hopefully he can just play better. He can start against Arsenal, hopefully get a clean sheet. I'm giving more contention to be our number 1.
Make sure you keep your diary free for Saturday the 3rd of December, the
Oh man.
Tyson Fury against Derek Chisora on BT Sport.
What's your opinion though in terms of Kepa and Mendy? Who would you prefer, Mendy or Kepa?
Yeah, not too many tricky situations for Chelsea since the Sterling goal. In control of possession at times in good areas.
Mason Mount's been nice and sharp so far. Important challenge over there by Misic.
I do think, Darren, that he's probably Graham Potter's most important player in terms of where they put him, is where they think that, where Graham Potter thinks that he can exploit the opposition. That's where Mason Mount will play. His forward runs are so important.
Not sure it's going to be the kind of night where Edouard Mendy can send the message to his manager.
It's definitely not, but that'll be against Arsenal. When we keep a clean sheet. When we keep a clean sheet.
Dinamo Zagreb scored early on. Chelsea have been in control of the possession since they equalised.
It's Misic. Will flick like Tektovic to Ademi. It's not Varani's cross, and that's where
Dealt
they're
with
going
well.
for
Well
Chelsea.
done.
Ristovski. Sane Movarani.
We covered that.
Ball and Aspilicueta.
That's P, bro. Didn't need to do that, bro.
Yeah, they certainly know how to just increase the intensity and how quick they play around the final third. Dinamo Zagreb often got into that position, but really clever with the passing patterns, particularly down this right-hand side.
Oh, my God.
They're all yellow tonight. First start for Graham Potter. A great record in this competition. 14 clean sheets in 21 Champions League games. So he'll feel that he's the number one here.
Easy. Easy. Come on, let's counter. Come on. Counter. Oh, my days, Chuo. Chuo, you should have given the ball to him before that, bro.
Mason Mount is screaming for Zakaria to switch it. It's gone out here to Kai Havertz. Mount. Couldn't pick out the Aubameyang. It's smashed away there by Josip Sutala.
Yeah, I think the early switch was on from Chilwell over to Mount, who made that run and overloaded the right-hand side with Havertz.
Final minute of the first half at Stamford Bridge.
Nearly the end of the first half.
There's Chilwell running to Misic. Chalobah with a comfortable header. That's a lovely touch there by Mount for Jorginho. Looks like he's really enjoying it tonight, Mason Mount, playing with so much freedom, isn't he?
Yeah, his awareness of space is unbelievable. His pitch geography, where he is on the pitch compared to everybody else, where the ball is, he scans all the time, he knows where people are, and can make really quick decisions that look very clever.
Key player for Gareth Southgate in the upcoming weeks. Minute added on here at the end of the first half. Kai Havertz.
AC Milan, they're still winning. I need them to go through. 1 minute remaining.
What do you think, Lucy? Will they take a break at half time? The Dinamo Zagreb fans, or are they going to carry on singing and banging the drum?
I think they'll keep going. I think they enjoyed that goal and enjoying the time in London, that's for sure.
Here for a good time rather than a long time. Dinamo Zagreb supporters behind Dominik Livakovic's goal. Movarani playing it forward here to Ristovski. And the corner conceded by Kalidou Koulibaly. if there's time to take it. There they are, Zagreb supporters.
They all got the same dress code memo.
Apart from the fellow with the grey sweatshirt in the middle. Mislav Orsic is going to take the corner. Equator. Chelsea then settled down, found the rhythm. Sterling equalised with a very patient finish, ending his run of 8 games without a goal. And a big smile on the face of that man there, Dennis Zakaria. Chelsea debut tonight, first goal in Europe, first goal for Chelsea. And he gives them the half-time lead at Stamford Bridge. And the rain has stopped as well, so conditions much better. Half-time Chelsea 2, Dinamo Zagreb 1.
This program is brought.
So people, so end of the first half was a calm first half. Obviously going 1-0 down. It's not ideal, especially with the way it happened. Could have been avoided. Player crosses it into the box, then goes to the back post. Aspilicueta heads it back across. Then the Dinamo Zagreb player scores. Mendy could have done better. The defending could have been better. But, yeah, we went 1-0 down. But then, not too long after, some good build-up play. Aubameyang with a back heel. Somehow the Dinamo Zagreb player doesn't get the ball, which allows Sterling to get the opportunity. And with great composure, he finds the bottom corner. I'll be real, big him up for that one. Then after that, we score another goal with Zakaria. On his debut, man like Zakaria. It's a good debut for him as well. I liked how he's been playing. I liked how Cho has been playing as well. Trevor Chalobah, Edouard Mendy.
So I should probably not eat that spider.
JJ.
Yeah, smart idea, Grandpa.
So yeah, man. So yeah, decent first half. And here we go.
How do you start an iconic movement? Well, every archer will probably have a different answer to that. But this is about the icon of a new movement. Welcome to Forwardism, the new all-electric BMW i7.
This program is brought to you by FedEx. UEFA Champions League, official sponsor.
Welcome back. We've got more live football for you on Sunday. Chelsea against Arsenal in the Premier League. As well as that, we've got
We need to win that match. Go win that match. Come on, Chelsea. We'll beat
And there's
Arsenal.
also a little bit of Rome derby for you at 5 o'clock, followed by Juventus versus Inter. So plenty of football, plenty of motorsport. Lots going on at the weekend, and lots going on this evening as well at Stamford Bridge. Look, for Zagreb, it's simple. Regardless of other results, they have to win this evening. And in many ways, it was a great start for them.
A ridiculous start for him. I mean, we were sitting there thinking, wow, not another game. Par's going to have to sit there and look at his team and think, well, what's going on? And after a great start, but this was the perfect scenario for Dinamo Zagreb. It was a fantastic start. We'll look at the goal and break down a bit here, but space across the ball, comes back across the goal, and number 9 does what he's meant to do.
That's what Croatia should have done better, man.
We pick us out in the game.
Yeah, they're playing with the back four today, Chelsea. Normally, a left-sided centre-back in a 3, and Chilwell would be much closer to the wide man. He goes back in there. He's trying to defend when he should have been coming out to stop the first-time cross. That's the little bit of difference. If anyone out there is thinking, well, what's the difference between a 4 and a 3? He would have been in a much more aggressive position to actually stop the cross coming in. In the end, it's a good goal. And they started well. Let's be fair, they were on the front foot the first 15 minutes.
Unlucky.
And then Chelsea got back into it. That man Jorginho gets his head up. He will always pick a pass. A lovely weighted ball. Ababian outside to in front, and then this for a finish. Slows him down, opens his shot up lovely, and just look at this pass here. As the ball comes into him, first
forward
time,
pass, creating chance.
Have a look.
J5.
Already started. Them two look like they've got a little wavelength going. Lovely weighted pass, and then a little bit of magic here from Sterling. I love this.
Great finish.
Chop inside and just smacked it. I love it.
He needed that goal, Sterling. We were talking here in the studio. Confidence-wise, you can see in the celebration the frustration that he's been feeling, the relief to score that goal. And attacking players, they need that. They see that frustration.
And a goal on his debut for Dennis Zakaria.
Yeah, Zakaria ends up in the box, but Mount does well here. Look, he gives it and he goes again. He doesn't watch his pass, gets in behind with that little blind run, pulls it back lovely, and it's sunny side up for. He finishes it lovely, doesn't he? Because actually, you can lean back on these.
Sterling's been back a couple of minutes before this.
Yeah, he has actually. It was a bit more difficult. It was on the half volley, but this is a nice finish. Keeps over the top of the ball, keeps his body weight over the top, and it's a delightful way for the young man to.
As a midfielder, you couldn't think of a better chance. You know, on your debut, just one cut back, nice and slow, just come and do what you want. They go low, go high, great finish, and he enjoyed it.
Very nice, gentlemen.
Hopefully Zakaria can be a big part of his team.
Losing, which means that
Big, strong Don in the centre defensive midfield area.
So what they've got to do in the second half is
You need more guys like
the Chelsea side who lead at the break 2-1 for Chelsea. And of course, as soon as we come back into the second half, we'll see if he can get the job done. But Sterling, looking for form, gets a goal. Zakaria on his Chelsea debut makes it 2-1. What have Zagreb got left in their locker? We'll find out next.
What have they got left?
This program is brought to you by PlayStation, UEFA Champions League, official sponsor.
Just need my boys get the job done.
Cheers! The gravel
dots, please. The UK's fastest 5G network.
And for your main, sir.
Thank you for the like. Appreciate that.
This man's killed 2 people in the last fortnight.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook.
You seem to have a distorted relationship with time. Perception of time.
Got all that Chelsea content for you guys. And also, I'm going to be doing a World Cup watch-along for Chelsea players. So stay tuned for that. I need to do a post for that one as well. We're going to do some Chelsea watch-alongs for the World Cup.
Baby, baby, baby. I need you, baby.
Welcome to Lidl, where this big shop will cost you far less than Tesco. We always keep our prices little, so you could save on all the essentials and grab big brands without breaking the bank. Switch from Tesco to Lidl and save over £31 on this big shop. And join 59% of households who've chosen Lidl. Now that's good on quality and always Lidl on price.
Anyone can fall victim to a scam, but the Bank of Antantec is innovating to keep customers safe.
Introducing fraud detecting Scammermats.
That warn customers.
Stop. Scammer time.
Watch what happens when Ant gets a scam text.
You can't touch me. Scams seem real. It's hard. Makes me say, oh my lord, scams and fraud stressing me. But my mind on crime and my money. You don't need to say much. It's a counter you can't touch. Stop. Scammer time.
Meanwhile, Santander takes scams very seriously and advises you to stop and think before parting with money or personal details.
New gadget, Albert. No, this is my smart meter display. It shows how much energy I'm using daily, weekly, and monthly, which could help me make changes to save energy. So it's not a time machine? Of course not, Darren. That's in the shed.
For extra help managing your household budget, search Get a Smart Meter today.
During the FIFA World Cup, she made a promise. If we win, I'll get a tattoo of my boyfriend. Ex-boyfriend, really. Share your promise and show you believe.
Never been Steve, you can get it too. I was in a Zenny party because say I love you, I mean it. I ain't cute, I say it. I wish this you can believe it. She tell me to a demon, promise me and see, back by his like a ream, the anti-rubber scream, I'm trapped with my team, She tell you I love you, I mean it. I ain't cute, I seen it. I wish this you can believe it. She tell me to a demon, promise me and see, back by his like a ream, the anti-rubber scheme, trapped with my team, Should they go down, should them better. Overdue. We're here in the gym.
Gets on the end of Sterling's ball and pulls it back towards her. That's how you celebrate your debut.
Yeah, well done that man. So at Stamford Bridge, the group winners are winning tonight, and that's thanks down Olivier Giroud's goal. We'll see Milan through to the last 16 of the Champions League as well.
Yeah, glad to see you.
On BT Sport.
Get my Benacer card up.
As things stand, Salzburg will be going into the Europa League because Zagreb are currently losing. So the match for Zagreb is they have to win this game against Chelsea if they want to make it through to European competition after Christmas. The question is, have they got any more to give Zagreb?
I don't think so. I think they had a go to the first 15 minutes, and then Chelsea just stepped it up the gears. And I think the Chelsea front three, front four, whatever formation they decide to go with, I think will just be to add to the goals. I can't see Zagreb getting back into this game at all.
I think for Chelsea's point of view, it's one more goal, and then Graham Potter can
It's
start
definitely a
thinking
game
about
done, fam. These men should be getting back
Arsenal,
into the game
which is
still.
important. He can protect who he needs to protect and see who he wants to put on. But one more goal, and I think they're home and dry in this particular game. Yeah, I can't see Zagreb coming back.
Yeah, and protecting players is a salient point. We've seen this evening the news from Tottenham that Heung-min Son's going to need surgery on a fractured eye socket. That could have him out of football for a few weeks, which will be heartbreaking for him. We wish him the best of luck with that, and that's the one thing that you don't want when you're in the position that Chelsea are in at the moment, with big games to come for any of these players getting injured in the second half.
Yep, you won't want the injuries, but as a player, you don't go out there thinking like that. You go out there and play. You have to play full tilt. And make sure you get the job done first and foremost, and then you kind of take your foot off the pedal, and then it's up to the manager then to kind of look at and shuffle the pack a little bit. But you have to think about getting this game settled and finished. But the game at the weekend is going to be a huge game, and that will sure play into the way we see this game play out at the end.
Big smile on Raheem's face. Good for Chelsea, good for him, good for England.
Yeah, I mean, he needed that goal. You see the relief when he was celebrating how much it meant to him. Playing in a more forward position here. I think he'll be looking for goals in this half.
Okay, just to let you know, of course, this game in the second half is kicking off.
Second half is about to start, people. No half-time changes.
A small delay here, which gives me time to tell you about Champions League tonight coming your way a little bit later. But right now, back to Lucy and Darren.
So we're underway here, and neither managers made a change at half-time. There's a nice relaxed feeling around Stamford Bridge, as you'd expect on a matchday 6 night where Chelsea have already won the group. And there is a man down there in number 20 who's just won the ball back again, who's thoroughly enjoying his night, and it's Sakari.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
other thing is with him winning the ball and having that sort of presence, it's just allowing pick his passes as we saw for the goals, and it allows him that benefit. Sakari's having a great game.
Sterling was trying to get away there from Watchalong.
Come on, Chelsea!
Wouldn't be a surprise, would it, Lucy, in this half, is that more Chelsea break the resistance of Dinamo Zagreb and they start to realise more than tonight that more and more chances come, and there may be inevitably more and more Chelsea goals towards the end.
Yeah, the Chelsea fans certainly be hoping that Dinamo Zagreb themselves will try and keep it to 2, not let it go to 3.
It's a nice ball back to Chilwell by Aubameyang. Good defending there by Mo Harari over there.
Yeah, if they can keep it at 2-1 and as long as they can, then when there's only one goal in it, they can maybe try and go for it at the end of the game. There's a long way to go before that happens, and Chelsea will hope to add to the tally.
Here's the goal scorer, Petkovic, informed defending there by Chalobah. He gets more and more composed and comfortable in this Chelsea team. The more you see him, Trevor Chalobah.
Absolutely. Talk about young players in this Chelsea team, and
Milano 2-0 up. That game is basically done now. It's going to be us and Milan going through. So I'd like to see. Can we get another? Come on.
Aubameyang just drifted that left position and put good ball into the box, and it's just Sterling in there.
Chalobah. Lubicic winning it back here for Dinamo Zagreb. Swept on by Mason Mount. Here's Ben Chilwell. Harari was there ahead of him. There's a game resets. Something there off Chalabara and Orsitz. We'll see that behind for the corner.
Well, that's the warning for Chelsea on losses, that they make sure they get enough players back and try and recover well, recover in good positions and not give any encouragement to Dinamo Zagreb.
Zagreb supporters right by Orsitz, who's out to take the corner. I think Dino Terres has got right into the 6-yard box in Chelsea.
Good save. Good save, Mendy. Well done.
Sutalo with the header. He's landed awkwardly and might well have injured his knee on landing, but it was a powerful header and Edouard Mendy did well to stop it.
There's certainly a threat on set pieces. We talked about the size of the players. I just think whether he was stood on as he landed or he just landed awkwardly, but it's a really good save from Mendy. So funny, had to push it away. He just stood on, wasn't he, as he landed.
Painful one there for the Croatia international Josip Sutalo, 22 years old himself. There's Bruno Petkovic. Crossed in by Misic, but that should have been much better from out there. This team won their 23rd Croatian title last season. They've won it in 16 of the last 17 seasons. They're the only Croatian club playing in Europe this season, the dominant team by quite a significant stretch. I think you put it down as a pretty respectable group stage for them as well, with the win against Chelsea on match day 1. It's been an opportunity for some of these players, some of them young players, to gain real experience against some good sides in Salzburg, Milan, and of course Chelsea.
Absolutely, I think they've done well. I think they've got players of good calibre who will benefit from the experience as well for next season.
I like what I'm seeing. Oh, play Sterling! Oh my days, bro. Should have played Sterling.
Well, Azpilicueta then is doing good work defensively. Captain's role. Free kick.
Sterling with a cross, Perich with the block, corner to Chelsea.
All about keeping the pressure on Zagreb as much as possible. Chelsea, a professional performance to the end of this game. And get no injuries or yellow cards to the likes of Mount.
Koulibaly, Chalabara have arrived in the box. It's going to be the left foot here of Ben Chilwell for Chelsea. Glanced on there by Chalabara. I'm not sure that Misic doing a great deal about it.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Oh, unlucky on Barrier. Unlucky. Unlucky.
He's another player in the Chelsea team desperate for a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of corners, it's a Thomas Tuchel corner actually, where they're trying to free up the player on that far side, which happened to be Aubameyang, and he stayed there, received the ball, comes inside. It's a terrific strike.
Unlucky.
Dip for those Chelsea fans.
Come on, my peeps. Come on.
That's a really good tackle by Misic.
Oh, my days.
This is just trying to keep his eye on Havertz, who's finding good space. He just needed to probably take that early, a little bit of a slip, but could defend it.
That's the Chalabah header, and the fact that Misic was stood in the right place probably prevented Chelsea getting another goal.
Come on.
Near post corner this time, Perich was jumping.
Unlucky.
Cleared away by Ristovski.
Oh, City scored. Try.
Big looks this game about the scrutiny and how much more scrutiny is on him as Chelsea manager as any other manager. nearly 90 minutes away from being a lot more negative than it was, but I think he's done all right since he's come in. It's a big group to take on board in terms of the players and their status in the game.
Listen, Benucci scored for Juventus.
It's going to be a yellow card at all for Ivanusek. I also think, the subject of that, Lucy, that quite a few people are pulling for him as well, Graham Potter, because of his personality, because of the type of football he plays and the job that he's done. It's a fascinating situation that he's in here, and I think we're all enjoying seeing how it goes, aren't we?
Yeah, we certainly are. And I think he's a people person. I think he makes sure he connects with the person before the footballer, and make sure that these players know he's on their side and they perform for him as well.
Safe. My dog. What did you get? Hey, sure. Oh, my try outside the foot.
Looks like they want to turn on the style.
Outside the foot.
One of those little situations there where you hope that that's a goal because everybody would have been talking about it.
Favourite run of a proper team, that left back run inside from Chilwell that just didn't land how they expected it, the Bamia, but again, Maria, he gets the ball, he wins the ball, he plays a simple pass, and it just makes you look a good central midfielder.
Bruno Takovic. Ivanusek. Stefan Ristovski sees his cross blocked. Sislo seems okay after landing awkwardly after his header. No lasting damage for the Croatian international centre back. To Lubicic. Transfer to shoot. Steered wide by Orsic.
Again, what Glenn was talking about at half time, how narrow the back four is of Chelsea. They turn from in to out and have to get out quick to stop that ball coming across.
He's got 5 goals in 7 games, Orsic against English sides. He got a hat-trick against West Ham last season. But despite the fact that Dinamo Zagreb are losing, they're having a whale of a time in West London.
That stands shaky.
Orsic with the challenge. Jorginho was there for Chelsea. Nice feed by him.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, well done, man.
Excellent turn.
Energy, that's what man always give you, man.
Chilwell. Sterling. Avania. Spilicueta. Crossed in by the Chelsea captain.
Unlucky Havertz.
Didn't quite have enough power to really trouble the back of it.
Well worked on this side. Spilicueta just pulled wide, allowing him to get that cross in, but couldn't really get that much power from the cross. Again, arriving in a good area, Havertz.
Good control and a nice layoff.
Come the flip, man.
Orsic. Misic. Varane was trying to play the ball quickly into Ristovski. Sutalo challenging over there with Kai Havertz.
You should definitely make changes, man.
Zagreb do choose the bowlers to go forward. They do go with purpose and with numbers as well. And Chelsea just need to be aware of that. The longer it goes on at just 1 goal in it, Zagreb will see that as a chance to get themselves back on level terms.
Kovacic runs into Aspilicueta. The ball had gone out. Dinamo Zagreb throwing. Could be a milestone night for Chelsea. Should be a milestone night for Chelsea. If they win tonight, it'll be their 100th victory in the Champions League. They'll be the 6th club side to get to that number of wins. Good layoff by Petkovic. Here's Kovacic. He's got a chance to shoot. Hits it straight at Koulibaly. The noise that Zagreb fans are making, you'd think they were 4-0 up.
What happens if they can get that equaliser on the pitch a couple of times now?
Orsic has wriggled away from the Chelsea captain, Aspilicueta. It's too firm for Petkovic. And Davey, the captain, was screaming for him to square it.
Actually do look dangerous, you can see. Might have scored goals in the league and they work together well, good runs, but that probably wasn't the ball that was on. Just trying to tempt Zagreb onto them and get beyond it, and get themselves up the pitch and get that third goal, which would be so important.
Chelsea preparing Conor Gallagher, started at the weekend. It's a Aubameyang.
Oh, come on! Unlucky. Unlucky, Chua.
In this second half, put himself beyond for goal, probably the better option of having a cross. And he's capable of that.
Thiago Silva, Armando Broja, and Gallagher are coming on.
I think it might be a triple Chelsea change. Armando Broja and Thiago Silva are going to be the other two along with Conor Gallagher. No surprise, we've reached 61 minutes, and of course they've got this big game in the Premier League, the London Derby against Arsenal at the weekend. Nice play by Ivanišević. Petkovic. Orsic into Akeni. Kovacic. Orsic gives the ball away. Aubameyang might now fancy his chances up against Sutalo. Gives it to Sterling. Trying for the give and go. Sutalo was just quick enough to get it back to his goalkeeper. Raheem Sterling. Chilwell.
Very lucky.
Aubameyang realised that he wasn't going to get there.
I'm not sure whether he would have reached that had he slid, but again, got bodies up the pitch. Chelsea use it well. Chilwell goes up and beyond again. It's just a little bit too far in front of Aubameyang. And they have those bodies forward on Reguilón, particularly on that left-hand side now in the second half. But the only thing I would say, Darren, is when they do lose possession, Chelsea look quite open centrally, as they have done at times in the last few games in the Premier League.
Jorginho plays it through. Mason Mount.
That was a good play.
Always across again.
Getting talked about now, Zagreb. Allowing Chelsea just to pick the moments in those runs. It's a great little run on his back there now. Mount knows that that's where the space is. His habit just drags the defender forward.
We'll hear the in-swinger again from Chilwell. Chalabar who got his head to the ball first. Two corners in succession from that side, where Trevor Chalabar's been the first man to it. Changes coming, so Kai Havertz replaced by Conor Gallagher. Eric Aubameyang. And it's going to be Thiago Silva for Kalidou Koulibaly.
We would have expected Koulibaly was coming back from injury, he's only going to do 60 minutes or so. Just ready for the weekend, I think that's where all thoughts are now.
I think it's fair to expect that both Kai Havertz and Aubameyang are going to have big roles to play against Arsenal at the weekend. And you know that Thiago Silva's going to start, so they'll have 29 minutes or so just to keep the legs nice and sharp. The best of clearances by Livakovic. Lubicic can clear it a bit further. Even he sets them foul by Aspilicueta.
So choosing the moments to press better in the second half. Chelsea up the pitch, the body's in there. So now it's just pushed a little bit further up. Darren Gallagher running where he was.
Thiago Silva on the ball, who looks as good as ever. 38, 109 caps for Brazil. Played with the World Cup, he's going to be part of it, a big part of it. Never seems to show any signs of slowing down.
Screams the game so well. Massive influence both on the pitch and off the pitch. Probably wouldn't have played as much had they not had some of the defensive injuries that they have had, Chelsea.
It's the fifth Brazilian to play 100 games in the Champions League. Roberto Carlos, Fernandinho, Marcelo and Dani Alves. It's not a bad list.
Come on, my people.
Lubicic. Just think about the progress of Trevor Chalobah as well. It must be an absolute dream for him in his position to be able to watch and learn from Thiago Silva.
Absolutely, he's played a lot of minutes since he came on against Milan. I think he's played most of the minutes that were available, and his progress is mad. And that, you're right, playing with players like Silva, how they act on and off the pitch, the positions they pick up, and I think he's really developed into a fine player.
Huge influence on the entire dressing room, Thiago Silva. That's Mahir Evreli, Azerbaijani international, who's getting ready for Dinamo Zagreb. Tekovic. Operami. There's Ademi.
In a sense, it's going to get to a certain point in the second half if it stays 2-1 that Zagreb will go for it in terms of putting the ball at risk further forward, trying to get that equaliser, trying to get themselves in front. It never looked like that was going to happen, but they said the longer it goes on like this, they will think that they could just grab it at the end.
I wonder when's the draw? Should be within the next week or so, I believe.
It's a foul by Broja.
No, man.
Problem there for Zakaria. change being made here by Dinamo Zagreb, and they're going to take off Stefan Ristovski, one of the back three, to send off Mahir Emreli.
He's take Zakaria off, man.
Graham Potter's won 6 of his first 10 games as the Chelsea manager, 3 of them coming in the Champions League. He admitted, Lucy, before match day 2, that he'd never even been to a Champions League game in person. Now he's seen his team with the group and he's getting ready for the last 16. And at that stage, the best in Europe are waiting for him.
It's incredible. I just think the way that he manages and his ability to see things on the pitch and make tactical adjustments is really suited to the Champions League and playing against some of these teams in Europe that it ends up being a tactical chess match.
So Chelsea are going to take off Zakaria, and he's marked his Chelsea debut with his first Chelsea goal.
Yeah, I think he's had a really impressive debut, got himself a goal, that's how pleased he is with it. But there's just other things that go unnoticed. I think the Chelsea fans appreciate how he's held them out of possession when they lose possession, and then just playing simple passes to the likes of Jorginho, who can set up goals. Impressive.
Well done, well played, Zakaria. Great debut.
Supporters for the new man, Dennis Zakaria. Loftus-Cheek on for his 17th appearance of the season. Hasn't always been in favour here at Stamford Bridge, but he's enjoying a lot of action on the pitch for them this season.
Potts was the sort of manager that makes players better by working with them, and I think likes of Loftus-Cheek is really responding to him and what he's asked him to do on various parts of the pitch.
Chilwell, final 19 minutes at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea unable so far in the second half to add to the 2 goals they scored in the first half through Sterling and Zakaria.
Come on.
Here's Conor Gallagher.
Just a quick note, Zagreb have gone to a back 4, just trying to match Chelsea up with that substitution.
One back there for Chelsea by Broja. He's still quite plenty of blue in the middle. If Broja can pick someone out.
Lucky.
Hopefully come there by Watchalong. He's had a strong game in the back. Watchalong, he's often been the man that's had to deal with the situation.
He did a near post run then. Kenny Broja putting it through to Loftus-Cheek.
Supporters continue to stand all around Stamford Bridge as Zakaria makes his way round. Chilwell with the corner, and Thiago Silva was coming in and got far too much on the ball. He needed more of a glance. He got a full-blooded header on that.
It was coming so quickly, got right underneath it and smacked the side of his face. Had to try and just steer it in, and instead it just hit him at pace.
Oh.
Rain falling again at Stamford Bridge. Been on and off all evening, really. Really, really heavy before kick-off, and it's quite heavy now as well, as you can see. Loftus-Cheek to Jorginho. Gallagher.
There we go.
Sterling. Defended by Varane.
Ref, man.
Gallagher, the complete final third. weapon in terms of the work that he does going forward, winning the ball high as well. So a lot of that at Crystal Palace last season, driving forward, just be sure that he's fouled.
What you would say is that the man that conceded the free kick there, Bruno Petkovic, has a wonderful appetite for the game. I mean, he's involved an awful lot, played through him. Big target man who's easy to find, got himself a goal tonight, played really well on match day 1 as well. Chilwell and Mount, the 2 England players, over the free kick then for Chelsea. Chalobah must fancy his chances for a situation like this, the way he's been going. It's whipped in, good save. Mason Mount. Full credit to the goalkeeper Livakovic for being ready for it.
Yeah, just did a dummy run and trying to get it into the corner, not quite there. Got it up and down really well. Mount, we've seen it before, we saw his goal against Villa.
A bit of pushing and shoving in there that the French referee has to sort out. Broja and Ademi, 2 main culprits. Sterling has to take the corner for Chelsea there. Defender running there by Petkovic.
Come on.
And then Loftus-Cheek went over, as did Broja. Good feed from Sterling. Loftus-Cheek. Now Jorginho. 15 minutes to play. Ben Chilwell. Mason Mount. Broja was the only one in there. That's a free kick.
City man team.
Free kick, he just fell for that one, but Chilwell's played well in this left back. This is the one that the crowd are asking. Don't know whether there was much contact in there. The crowd behind certainly thought so.
The heavens have well and truly opened again here in West London. It's Emre, the substitute. Thiago Silva seeing it out for Chelsea. Ben Chilwell. Sterling. Poked away by Ljubicic towards Orsic and then run back for Chelsea by Armando Broja. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Conor Gallagher. Sterling. Tees off Azpilicueta, steered behind by Dino Derrick. Just been that final ball in the second half, really, for Chelsea.
Yeah, they're working hard to try and get that third goal.
So is the final ball.
Sure, the rest of the game is quite comfortable. They're in good position, but to be fair to Zagreb, they do defend the ball into the box very well. Could have picked out Broja there. He had a look.
Chelsea just out of the picture, just realised they've got 2 Zagreb players on the halfway line completely unmarked, so they sent a couple back to deal with that. Chilwell with the corner.
Unlucky. It's a good corner.
Again. Here's Sterling. It's 3 corners from that side in this second half, and Chalobah's had first contact on all 3 of them.
That is the corner that It's over from the Thomas Tuchel era where just trying to get first contact, and then there's a runner in the far post. It was Aubameyang, and that time it was Conor Gallagher, but he's connected with first contact there, Chalobah, 3 times. Not made enough of it.
Josip Dermich has just been called back to the bench. Don't forget, Premier League today is on Sunday morning at 11 o'clock, and that leads us into Chelsea against Arsenal from 11:30. Big game that, London derby, BT Sport 1 and Ultimate, and BT Sport box office on Saturday, December the 3rd for Tyson Fury against Derek Chisora. Chelsea 10 points behind Arsenal at the moment in the Premier League, so it's a big one at the weekend, and it's getting more and more competitive every week, it seems, for those top 4 places. So there's plenty on the line for Chelsea. Let's have another look at this Chalobah header. He seems to be on the end of all of them.
Yeah, you see where he puts it, and you see Gallagher going in on that far post. A couple of them he's gone for goal, but they do try and just nudge it onto a free player. It's a great leap, timing and climbing of that. The last 10 minutes or so is important, though, Darren, that Chelsea see it out. Either they get the 3rd goal or they make sure they're professional with the way that they manage the game, bouncing back.
I'm going to say Christian Pulisic on. Here's Loftus-Cheek, lining up a shot maybe. Just ran out of angle in the end. Conor Gallagher. A couple of changes coming here from Zagreb, and Marco Bulat as well as Josip Dermich have got a corner here, Chelsea. Chalobah's side, isn't it? Chilwell delivery, Chalobah. See whether they can get it right this time. Chilwell's delivery. Chalobah was running in again. Whipped in by Raheem Sterling. Came off the head of Thiago Silva, which might just have taken it away from Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And might have caught a Zagreb defender on the way through as well.
Yeah, Loftus-Cheek was going for the diving header, just taken off it. Sutalo, I think it was. Defended really well.
Final 8 minutes at Stamford Bridge. Another corner for Chelsea. They're 9th. This one defended by the captain of Dinamo Zagreb, Arian Ademi. Change is coming. So the first change is the Chelsea change. Raheem Sterling's night is done. Christian Pulisic coming on to replace him. And the good thing for Sterling tonight is yet that he's run without a goal for Chelsea.
Christian Pulisic replaces Raheem Sterling.
He's worked his socks off tonight, hasn't he? Tankovic up there for Zagreb. He's such an unselfish player. He's got himself a goal tonight, but he doesn't half work hard.
He's played really well. They're just going to add a little bit more energy just to see.
And Marco Bulat for Arian Ademi. Missing 20 back. The new section can play it out. But Ljubicic, a lot of room to run into here, the left wing back. Now Orsic. 6 forward here, Dinamo Zagreb. Chalobah came across.
Can't hold, yeah, go at the end of this.
Defended there by Aspilicueta. Well, they probably could do with Petkovic. Ivanusic. One back for Chelsea by Conor Gallagher. Pulisic.
Come on, Pullo. Come on.
In the middle of Broya can get there.
Oh, that was Broja on the ball. My bad. Broja should have passed it. Come on, Pullo. It's onside. Oh.
Livakovic with the stop. Back in by Ben Chilwell. And headed away by the substitute Bulan. Loftus Cheek. Chilwell. Pulisic. Chelsea free kick.
Clever play down the right hand side. Pulisic involved and with a little ball. Not sure he was offside there, Gallagher either. It reduces the angle, but the goalkeeper did really well with the save. Gallagher's done well. We see Pulisic come on against Brentford and make a difference to the game as well. Just more energy in there.
Chelsea's free kick taken by Chilwell. It's Thiago Silva, who was in behind Misic. And I think that caught the Chelsea defence.
Yeah, I don't think he thought that the ball was going to get to him, but what a ball it was. I think he thought it was going to be Broya who got something on it, or the defender. I can't believe it. Like he shut his eyes at one point.
Final 4 minutes in the bricks. Loftus Cheek in possession for Chelsea. Now Chilwell. Gallagher. Aspilicueta. Defended by Ljubicic. Time and space now for Broya.
The well Chelsea to just keep the ball as much as possible in Zagreb's half in the attacking. If they can't get in behind, then they just recycle, go the other side.
Issue here for the captain. Aspilicueta back in the knee. I mentioned they play Arsenal at the weekend, Chelsea, and they've got the League Cup match against Manchester City and then Newcastle prior to the World Cup. So it's a test of their credentials before the break. 3 difficult games in a row for them.
I think this is why this result and performance was important after Brighton, that they got the win, got the performance, get the rhythm back going again.
Challenge remains for them to score goals on a more consistent basis. Dario Stikic, number 77, is down there ready for Zagreb. They're prepared for any eventuality at full time. It's right in front of the Dinamo Zagreb supporters who continue to make themselves heard here. Moharani onto Derbic. Sits straight at Jorginho. Christian Pulisic. He's only really got Mason Mount up there with him.
Pullo. A lucky ref, man. Come on, man.
Yellow card for Moharami.
It's a good option. Pulisic comes on, gives it his all, gets the ball up the pitch and just drags the Chelsea's game So in front of Zagreb's goal and just takes the pressure off in the last few minutes.
Spikic for Orsic scored the goal, the famous goal on match day 1 for Dinamo Zagreb. Mason Mount might just fancy this. It'll need to be something special. It's a long way out, 35 yards. Just wide, hit it well enough. Always felt though that from that kind of range, with that kind of power, the goalkeeper would have got there had he needed to.
And the quickness he's had though, he's managed to get it up and over. Mason Mount just taking the power off it there.
Header for Aspilicueta, then by Jorginho. Four minutes is the signal from the fourth official. 4 minutes of the Champions League group stage to go. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Aspilicueta. Throw you waiting for the ball. Ljubicic didn't. He went to fetch it. Misic.
Come on, man.
Watchalong facing out towards Moharami. Good back in there by Gallagher to Loftus-Cheek. Good defending by Watchalong.
Done well, Chelsea, just to control this part of the game, not give any encouragement really to Zagreb in the last half an hour or so, even when they've made the changes that could have unbalanced what they were doing.
Christian Pulisic in behind them. Conor Gallagher.
Oh, what a save! That was a save. Well done, Pulo.
Probably a combination of the shot being at him, but all the same, he still had to stop it.
Actually looked like he nearly caught it as well. It was that good a save, but it's a good run and it's Gallagher's awareness, and he knows that he's got to get in there. Great from the goalkeeper. The good saves he's made.
Sure, when he looks at that, Conor Gallagher said, "I've got to score from there."
Can't believe he didn't. He'd done all the hard work getting in that position and just needed to guide it past. Again, Pulisic is the one that's getting himself forward in good positions.
There's Gallagher. In by Aspilicueta. Loftus-Cheek. Scored once in the last 3 years for Chelsea, so the odds were against him scoring that kind of goal from there.
It's a pretty low quality chance to try and go for, but Chelsea just 3 players just circling the area, just stop that turnover.
What do you think he's learned tonight, Graham Potter? Because he started off with the back four, he made 7 changes, he picked a strong side, but he picked a team where he could take a look at a few things as well.
Yeah, I think.
Well, Ben Chilwell just pulled up with a hamstring. And he's put his hands straight in the air, and that's a concern for Chelsea and for Gareth Southgate.
Forget that, man.
Chilwell's gone straight down onto the turf on the far side, just out of picture. There he is. In the meantime, Chelsea attacking through Armando Broja. Our thoughts at the moment are with England's left back. The referee's blown the whistle. I mean, this could be such bad timing.
Again, man, this is a joke.
To World Cup in the middle of the season, he knows we've already lost Reece James, Chelsea and England, and Chilwell.
This is
Well,
long.
in the second half, he's got up and down, but that little bit of a sprint, even when he's played this much of the game, straight away right at the
That
top of
is
his
dead, man.
hamstring.
Again, it's the folly of a World Cup at this stage of a league season that there's no room for anybody to recover. You go straight from Champions League and league matches into a World Cup, and we are going to be deprived in Qatar of a significant number of players who are going to miss the tournament through injury if this is serious enough from Ben Chilwell's perspective. You tend to automatically say hamstring
dead,
is at least a
man.
month, and you feel for him because he wants to play in the World Cup.
Really, really disappointing.
You just hope, Lucy, that it's not what you're thinking. It's that maybe it's a cramp or a bit of a spasm and he'd be okay, but you just wish him all the best, don't you?
It'd be pretty sad if you lose him from the World Cup, looking at his face and what he's saying it down there, and he's feeling right at the top of his hamstring. Just hope, like you say, maybe cramped up, but that is the worry with the World Cup.
That is the last thing you want to see, especially on a night like this as well. A game that, in the grand scheme of things, for Chelsea and for Ben Chilwell doesn't actually mean anything. Dead rubber in the Champions League for them. Headed away by Thiago Silva. Misic. Smashed away by Gallagher. Referee's had a couple of looks at the watch. Ben Chilwell cutting a forlorn figure on the opposite side of Stamford Bridge, which takes a good night for Chelsea. Graham put the side back to winning ways after losing at Brighton, but my thoughts at the moment are for that man there, Ben Chilwell, England's left back, and we just hope that there's some kind of medical situation that can come his way and get him ready for Qatar. But when you see those pictures, you fear a lot for that young man and whether he's going to be able to represent England. Chelsea found themselves behind here. Petkovic scored earlier. A close range header after the ball came back off the Chelsea captain Aspilicueta. Chelsea, though, scored two before half-time. First through Sterling, who ended his run without a goal, and then by Zakaria on his Chelsea debut, his first goal in European competition. But our thoughts, my thoughts, I think everybody's thoughts tonight, with the man lifting off at Stamford Bridge. England's left back to Ben Chilwell. We wish him well. Full time at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2, Dinamo Zagreb 1.
Lucy, Darren, thank you both very much indeed. And look, on a night when we should be talking about Chelsea with another win in the Champions League, going through as group winners, Graham Potter picking up a win after a difficult
That
weekend.
wraps up our group.
Ben Chilwell and
Oh, Ben Chilwell off injured. That's dead, man. Him, Zakaria, and who else went off injured? Oh my days. He ain't gonna be fit for this weekend.
Yeah, horrible sight for Ben. You know, I'm feeling pain. I've had problems at the back end of my career. It is just heartbreaking because as soon as it happens, it's shooting pain. And to be this close to a World Cup, you know, it's at least the best you can hope for is it's going to be 2-3 weeks before you get back on the grass and give a World Cup to select. It's really tough. I really feel.
That wraps it up.
Chelsea were just seeing it out.
That's going to be the end of the Watchalong, my peoples.
Listen, overall 3 points.
Thank you to everyone who joined. Means a lot. As always, I'll be back for the Watchalong against Arsenal.
Get a little warning sign.
Be back.
It goes into a little contraction, and that's when you put your hand up. But that
So,
one there,
catch you guys on the rebound. Chelsea win 2-1. End of the group stage. We wrap up our win. We wrap up our group with a win. 4 wins in a row. Excellent. Excellent. But catch you guys for the next one. Look out for my player ratings and match review from CFC Redis Blue. And I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.
On the other side of your body when you're coming back after a long injury, and it's such a blow. Gutted for him.
I think we've heard many